responded, and I'm here to present to you my Icebreakers assignment for the week. And just, you know, given it's an Icebreakers, I thought, hey, let's put a face to a name here. So anyway, I'm up here in Burlington, Vermont, and obviously I'm playing a little fiddle. So what I would like to talk to you about is the two icebreakers that I would propose to a class. Now, the first icebreaker, icebreaker number one, would be more in tune with a class like our own, like something online where we're never going to probably meet each other, no offense, but we probably won't meet each other throughout the life cycle of the course. There's going to be a lot of written language, a lot of typed dialogue back and forth. What I thought as a kind of a cool icebreaker to kick off a class such as this would kind of double as not only an introduction to one another, kind of like we do anyway, but also incorporate what our goals and maybe even backgrounds are for a course like the one we're in today or now. What I would propose is to have, as an assignment, or kind of an optional assignment, for folks to introduce themselves to the class using any other method other than a typewritten note, or a posting. The only instructions I would give are to use any kind of multimedia to introduce yourself in some way, and with that introduction, somewhat incorporate maybe your background in a topic that is going to be covered in the course, like teaching, whether it be adult education or otherwise, and or maybe some sort of goal that you're hoping to get out of that class. And what I'm kind of envisioning is people, might really grab this by the horns and, be creative. Maybe in this digital age, maybe they would post a video, maybe write a song, talking a little bit about themselves and maybe what's going on with the course. I've done that before. And, or, some people are visually based. They might have put together a collage of photographs of themselves, or some other kind of visual aid showing what they're going after. Maybe it's a job posting, pictures of themselves in their work-life setting, that type of thing. And not only is it fun, I think so anyway, it kind of gives you an interesting way to meet your virtual classmates. All right, my second icebreaker, icebreaker number two, would be more geared towards a stand-up class. So if you're teaching in a corporate work setting or any other kind of workplace, and you want to, kind of break the ice a little bit, set the scene for your students to be comfortable with one another, comfortable moving around, comfortable working together, interacting with one another, but at the same time start thinking about what the course is going to cover. It's kind of a neat icebreaker, and you can limit it to however long you want, maybe 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes. That could be stretching a little long. And what it is, and I'll post this on our discussion board, is like a worksheet. So you have a worksheet, and on that, it's called Who Has, or Who Have Ever, or something to that, you'll see it. Who has ever, and then on the sheet, you would list out a number of things, like who has ever eaten sushi, or who has ever taken a yoga class, who has ever, and in my IT teaching capacity, it might have something to do with current software, like who has ever experienced this, or just to kind of start grinding gears about what you're about to be talking about. But at the same time, insert some fun things, like, I don't know, who has ever sung karaoke within the last couple of weeks. So picture this on your worksheet. You would have a number of these things, maybe 10, 12, depending on how many people are in your class. Give your class 5-10 minutes to take their sheet, circulate around the room, and introduce themselves to their classmates, and they would swap up sheets, and someone would have to identify one thing on that sheet that they can identify with, and write their name. So that's a good way to introduce one another. Kind of sparks up some conversation, and kind of brings everybody back full circle, and gets them used to working together and having to generate conversation quickly. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to post these things on we have a written copy, but I just a little meet and greet, and I'll play a little tune and have a good night. As you can see, I have some dishes here I haven't done yet, so I'll give you the real deal. Here we go, one more tune to take you out. 2,